Peace, family. It's your brother Chase back at you again with another reactionary video. And check it out, man. Today we're gonna break down. We have a pretty popular Mexican rapper called That Mexican OT, who is using the N word by his own admission and is challenging Black people to do anything about it. And we want to break this down. We want to highlight this because this goes to show you there is no Black brown unity. And this is one of the many reasons that Black people are not out here in the streets of America protesting for any of these Latino immigrant groups or any of these immigrant groups in general. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video.
It's really strong. I have a question. So like you're from the South. Obviously, you grew up a different kind of way, and you're a rapper too. Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some Black dudes in here.
There are. Right there.
And there's one right here.
Not. Okay, well, we're gonna use him.
Okay, that's my manager. Hey,
Because me and Fee know what's up.
Well, you're Black. I'm saying.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it, And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out Black, I mean, well, shit, it's what the fuck I was surrounded by, Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
All right, let's pause it right there, family. And this is again another example of why foundational Black Americans not out here in the streets putting on the cape for Latinos and Mexicans in general, because he's not the only one. A lot of these Latinos, if you just listen and look, especially in the rap industry, a lot of them run around here saying the N-word left and right, family. Left and right, and that's their attitude. This whole challenging thing, well, what are you going to do about it? Now, let's be clear. If somebody mollywops his dumb ass, then they'll be sitting over here talking about unity. Hey, we don't need to be fighting. They'll be sitting over here acting as if we're in the wrong, okay? And I think it's very ironic that he waited to go on a podcast that's full of women to say that. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. This whole what are you going to do about it? It's one thing to say you say it. It's another thing to start talking about what are you going to do about it. That sounds like a challenge. And one thing about the universe always balances itself out. So I'm sure if he continues with this energy, he's going to get it back. He's going to get exactly what he's looking for, family. Let me also break down the second thing that he said, because when people challenge them on them saying the N-word, their whole thing is, I grew up around Black people. You hear a lot of Latinos say that, especially in places like New York, Texas, out down in Miami, LA, places where they're in close proximity to foundational Black Americans and Black people in general. And I want to tell foundational Black Americans this, because some of you give passes to these folks because they live around you. Proximity does not breed respect. Let me say that again. Proximity does not breed respect. Just because somebody lives in close proximity to you doesn't mean they respect your community and respect your culture. People who respect you and respect your community, your culture, and your achievements as a people, they are the first ones to never say the word. They're the first ones to check members of their community who are saying the word. That's what real allies do. That's what people who have actually respect for your community and your people do. They don't go out their way to say it, and damn sure they don't get on the internet or they don't run out here in podcasts talking about, yeah, I use the N-word. What are you going to do about it? Okay? That's sucker shit. And that shows the anti-Black American sentiment that many of these Latinos have. And let's be clear as well. Don't let them play this game that he's the only one, because I'm going to have some Latinos in my comment section. Hey, Holmes, it's just him, Holmes. It's just him. We don't say it. No, this is within Latino culture. y'all get comfortable. Even out at the protest, family. Let me show you something. Even out at the protest, and let me apologize for the language that you're about to hear, but it was some Latinos out there at the protest calling some of the black cops niggas. Let you listen to this.
Cover, nigga. I'm fake, nigga. I know you do, dog. I'll spit on your plate. I'll put my dick on your plate, nigga. Fuck your family. Fuck your kids, nigga. That's all this. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
He be fucking getting a whole fucking plate. He be fucking expecting us to give us a whole fucking shit. That nigga right there.
Do you go to Kava?
His fucking mom. Yeah, you do, nigga. Stop playing. Yeah, you do. Nigga, act like I don't know your fucking face. Stop fucking playing. Fucking talking about, can I get a fucking discount?
Okay. You get the point, family. I mean, they just cursing up a storm. But this is what we're talking about. So we're supposed to be out there at the protest while Latinos is running around here saying the N-word. And then when you ask them to stop saying it, instead of humbling themselves and saying, damn, we do need black support, they out here doubling down on it. They out here with a challenge. They challenging us with it. Oh, what are you going to do about it? Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to let you hold your own nuts. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let you fight your own battles. I hope you keep that same energy with ICE. Don't sit up there and cry when ICE is kicking down your doors. We need all that Mexican OT energy. All that, what are you going to do about it energy? You dig? We need all that La Raza energy when ICE come kicking in your door. Don't come crying to us. Hey, Holmes. No. You dig? No. Keep that same energy. All that fuck you energy, all that nigga this, nigga that. You dig? Can't nobody check you. Keep that same energy. Because see, y'all been doing this a long time. And I've been telling the family, we have a New York problem. We have a Texas problem. Even LA and places like Florida and Miami, with these Latinos who live in close proximity to us, always disrespecting and saying little slick stuff, thinking they can say the N-word left and right, trying to lay claim to our culture. And this is what happens when you don't gatekeep your culture. And this is another thing as well. If you go back to the Mexican OT video, if you look at how he's dressed, he's got on Jordans. He got grills in his mouth. That's why I tell y'all, stop falling for all that. That's another thing. A lot of y'all get around these folks and they start yo-in and y'all fall for it. No. Stop falling for that nonsense, family. But let's let him continue because he's going to do some more babbling.
It's like I done went to the jungle and earned the lion's head, you know, and I'll dominate anywhere. And so I'm not saying I'm out here just fucking whooping ass because I've taken some ass whoopings, but you will respect me the same way I respect you.
I feel like
what respect? You're disrespecting Black Americans, calling it respect. No, you're going to get disrespect back, and your people are going to get disrespected back, and we're going to allow you to hold your own nuts. Okay, let's be clear. That ain't no respect.
Like a lot of people that are from
And by the way, family, I believe all the women on this podcast are non-FBA, by the way. I believe the chick in the red who asked the question, she's Nigerian. Angela Yee, I believe she's like Asian or something like that. She's Asian, Black and Asian. And from what I'm hearing, these other women on the show are non-FBA as well. But just wanted to point that out. It's ironic because, you know, when Fat Joe got out there saying the N-word and calling foundational Black Americans a bunch of broke N-words, those dudes were non-FBA too. So, and again, they're in New York. So, again, we got this New York problem.
Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominican, like Stephanie, for instance, our former co-host. Yeah. Like, she's 100% Puerto Rican, but will and down. Right. And nobody says anything about it. So what's the difference?
I mean, shit, y'all just, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but shit, y'all just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What boat? What is this man talking about? This man's high as hell and he's just talking incoherent babble. We didn't get dropped off from no damn same boat. Again, this is some of that disrespect. You dig? You're an immigrant. You're a descendant of immigrants. Your family fled here. My family built this place. They built this land. They built cities like New York. Okay, the people who built the wall for it to be called Wall Street were foundational Black Americans who were enslaved. Let's be clear. We ain't the same, family. The first stocks and bonds of this country were enslaved foundational Black Americans to build the wealth of this country. Let's be clear, family. We aren't the same. You fled. Your homeland is Mexico. You dig? Your homeland is Mexico.
I hear your point, but I also feel like you see, you know when someone else will feel like it's disrespect. Mm-hmm. So it's not even so much like what you gonna do about it. It's like some people really find it disrespectful.
But I remember I remember being disrespectful, like where I'm from, because like I remember a lot of blacks and Mexicans wasn't getting along where we was for a little minute. That's a real thing. Yeah, you know. And then me being just who I was mean, bro. I used to just look for it. You know, that's why all I want to do is love now. Mm-hmm. You know.
All right. This nigga's just babbling. But anyways, family, that's the thing. That's the thing. And like I said, this is popular within Latino culture. This is Fat Joe, and this is what happens when you let these folks get comfortable. He's out of New York again. Some of y'all black folks up there, boy, y'all let. And I understand it's the non-FBAs mainly, but y'all let them get around you, and they start talking babble talk, okay? They start saying the N-word. They start claiming culture. We should have been checking this stuff a long time ago. This is your boy, Fat Joe.
There's white niggers everywhere. And unfortunately, the word started as a racist thing many years ago. And we don't view it as that no more unless it's being really just the context of it. So like, how can we tell everybody hip hop is for everybody? How can we really tell everybody, yo, if you white, hip hop's for you. If you Chinese, hip hop's for you. If you fucking Arab, hip hop's for you. And we say nigga all day. And they think that's what's cool. So if they like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Oh shit, you a racist. You know they ain't really mean it racist. You know our sister ain't telling her, yo, what's up, my nigga, racist. She's saying, what's up, my nigga?
And again, this is another example. This is why it's so important for us to delineate as foundational Black Americans. It's so important for us to let these other groups hold their own nuts. And it's very important for us to gatekeep our culture. Because the moment you let these vultures in, like that Mexican OT, like the Fat Joes of the world, not only do they start getting disrespectful, but they start trying to claim your culture in our words that we use as a term of endearment, and then they start giving passes to other folks to say it when they can't even say it. They themselves shouldn't even be saying it. And then they start saying, well, hell, white people can say it too. White people can say it too. Not only that, they start speaking on our experiences. Did you peep what Fat Joe said? Fat Joe said it used to be a racist word many years ago, but we don't view it as that now. Who is we? You're not FBA. You weren't affected by that. You are a white Puerto Rican. Stop it, man. Stop it. Very important that we gatekeep the culture, family. Very important. And I want to show you what someone who has respect for foundational Black Americans while being in and participating in foundational Black American culture is really like. Shout out to Paul Wall. Now, this is Paul Wall right here, family. And Paul Wall grew up in Texas, the same as that Mexican OT. He grew up around foundational Black Americans, a lot of blacks and a lot of other crews. Listen to what he says.
Oh, definitely in school, elementary school, maybe, or middle school. I remember that. But I mean, all my friends were black or Mexican or Asian. I lived in a very diverse neighborhood. There was, there were white people there, but it was, Mexican, black, Vietnamese, Indian, and mixed up. All kind of a lot of everything. Even it was like FBA, black, but it was also like a lot of immigrants, black, like Chameleon, he's Nigerian. There were other immigrants. They were black as well. But so we got a great mixture of growing up in America, I guess.
And when they told you was white, you was like, damn, man, how did you
cry? He short. He just said, did you cry? Did you cry? I went home cried if I wouldn't cry in the car. Mama, you ain't tell me I was white. But my mama did take a DNA test. She 3%.
3% what, black?
Yeah. So I know she can't say the N-word. That ain't enough for her to say the N-word.
No, not 3%.
You ever took a test?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, not that my mama would ever want to say the N-word, by the way. You know, she ain't never said that in her life.
Why?
There's never, ever in my life ever been a time I ever wanted to use the N-word.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just gotta say it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, why can't I say it? Can I say it? Oh, I just want to say it.
Right. There it is. There it is. That's what somebody who has true respect for foundational Black Americans sounds like. You dig? See, when you're around a group of people, when a group of people are responsible for you being a millionaire today, when a group of people accepts you into their community, Paul Wall was accepted into our community. Paul Wall, let's be clear, Paul Wall made his money off Black American culture. The reason Paul Wall's a millionaire now, even his grill company with Johnny Dang, they serve nothing but foundational Black Americans pretty much. They made that pop, the whole grill culture. You see what I'm saying? So he shows a level of respect and gratitude to foundational Black Americans. He said, hey, man, I wouldn't utter the N-word. I grew up around them. That's what somebody with respect does. You dig? If you have true respect for Mexicans, you don't say derogatory Mexican slurs. Even if you grew up around them, especially if you grew up around them, because that means you have the ultimate respect. If you grew up around Jewish people, you don't say derogatory Jewish words. You dig? You don't say, quote unquote, anti-Semitic things. But we're the only people that if you grow up around us, well, you can say a derogatory Black word and tell Black people, challenge Black people to fight you if they don't agree. Because you grew up in the hood. And that's another thing we got to discuss, this whole hood pass stuff. We got to start calling out the coons who give these folks these so-called N-word passes. What the hell is an N-word pass? We got to stop that. That's no different than inviting these folks to the cookout. You dig? Now, one of these coons who jumped out this weekend, and I hate to say that, but, you know, and I like some of the brothers' music, but boy, Sauce Walker crashed out this weekend behind that Mexican OT because this has hit the mainstream media. And here's Sauce Walker.
My business.
Now, to add context, family, there was a young lady, I believe she's out of Texas or somewhere. She's a musician herself. Now, I apologize for not knowing the sister name. She tweeted basically something that said, nobody outside of the Black community can use the N-word. It needs to stop. And Sauce Walker responded that she's barely Black, just like my kids, LOL. I guess the sister might be mixed. And then he goes on to say, how you gonna say who can say the N-word? That's like saying Black people can't eat tacos. Ignorance at its finest. Now, listen, family, I've heard some crazy comparisons and analogies. I've never heard that telling other people they can't say the N-word or telling Mexicans they can't say the N-word is equivalent to us not being allowed to eat tacos. So a derogatory slur is equivalent to somebody saying we can't eat a certain food. Oh my goodness. So now he's responding because foundational Black Americans got on his ass, and rightfully so. And by the way, this video made me look up. I thought Sauce Walker was FBA. Sauce Walker is Honduran. Okay. It never fails. It never fails. He was raised, he's Honduran. He's half Honduran, and he was raised by his Honduran father. So here we go. This is Sauce Walker.
Hey man, say man, I be trying my best to stay out of subjects like this and rant like I used to, but this one really be bothering me. Mexicans, Hispanic people, and the word, and people using the word that are of Latin descent, specifically. Mother said, I sound dumb as hell for saying, to say that a Mexican or Hispanic person can't say, use the word in fellowship is like saying Mexicans telling us we can't eat a taco. We can't eat tacos. The comment said, how can you compare a derogatory racial word to a food?
A great freaking question. A great freaking question, Sauce. But Sauce looks high as hell right now, so he's not correlating that shit don't make no sense what he said.
How do you racially disrespect a white person? What do you call them? What is a food?
And the words are blocked out because he has so much cursing in it. So, we had to block out a few words. At least the person who originally uploaded the video. And this man said that in order to disrespect people, you call them a fool. Number one, Sauce, you talked about eating tacos. You didn't say we were calling Mexicans taco is equivalent to them saying the N-word. You said eating tacos. That's number one. But let's just say that you was talking about black people calling Mexicans tacos, which is something I've never heard before. But maybe that's a thing out in Texas. My Texas FBA family, y'all let me know. Do y'all call Mexicans tacos out there? I've never heard that a day in my life. And then he put this comparison that, well, black people, we call white people crackers, and cracker is a food. And this is why you have to educate yourself. You have to get knowledge of self, because you would know that cracker, when we were calling them cracker, we weren't talking about the food. Cracker is a term that came from the cracking sound the whip made when it hit our back. That's the cracker man who cracks the whip. That's where the term cracker came from, Sauce Walker. Not no damn somebody looked at a cracker and said, this cracker is white. White people are crackers. No. This is why I tell y'all to stay off them drugs, man. Put down the weed, put down the drink, because you get out here and you start saying stupid stuff. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, man. What do people call Mexicans when they be disrespecting them? Tacos.
And I've never heard that before. Never heard a black person call a Mexican, or he get mad at a Mexican, call them a taco. Man, shut your taco ass up. Never heard that.
Burrito. Look at me, wet food.
Wetback is not a food either. Again, he's high as hell. Wetback is not in correlation to a food. I could be wrong, but I thought wetback was equivalent to them crossing the river. So they were saying your back is wet. Wetback is not a food. I don't know what Sauce is talking about.
Disrespectful, bitch ass shit. Racism is racism no matter how you put it. And if we're going to talk about it, the most disrespectful racist mother on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody.
Oh, here we go. And it's always this thing too, family. It's another thing. Every time they want to start defending, every time these tethers want to start defending other groups who have anti-Black American sentiment, they're saying things like the N-word. They always have to bring it back to shitting on us. Well, they can say the N-word because we be killing each other. We be doing this, we be doing that. Let's be clear. Well, if we're going to say we can say derogatory words because of other groups killing each other, well, hell, Mexicans kill Mexicans all the damn time. Mexico is always in a damn state of emergency. Y'all got all type of cartels running around over there. That don't mean we can come over here and say derogatory Mexican words. We can't do that. Over there, Israel and Iran, they over there bombing each other now. They over there fighting now. We can't say derogatory words about Jewish people, though. Let's be clear. We can't say that. Even though Israel's at war, even though people over there fighting right now, they over there bombing the hell out of Iran bombing the hell out of them, we can't say derogatory words about them and say, well, y'all over there bombing and killing each other. That only applies to foundational Black Americans, family. That logic, that point. We're the group. We have to be walking on water. We have to be perfect for people to respect us. In other groups, they don't have to do anything. We just got to give them the respect. We got to crash out for them willingly. We got to go out here and protest for them, even though members of their community and them themselves have all this anti-Black American sentiment. But no more, family. So again, man, tell me your thoughts below, family. Tell me your thoughts, what you think on the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon and click that link in the bio. Get the 30 Black Wall Streets the mainstream media never taught you about. Get some real FBA history and leave the comments down below. Until next time, man, y'all know what it is. Foundational Black Americans, you are an exceptional people. You are a great people. And this is good. What we're seeing right now from the Latino community, them crashing out, them putting all this anti-Black American sentiment into the light because it takes the deception out of it. Black and brown is a myth. We all we got is FBA, and we all we need. It's your brother Chase, and until next time, peace and Black Power. I'm out.